This may be a silly question, but let's say you have a 401k from your employer, then you have a small side business and open your own solo 401k. Is the IRS contribution limit $19,500 for each 401k account, or you can only contribute $19,500 for both combined? Okay, I wrote a great blog post about this years ago called Multiple 401k, Multiple 401k rules, I think is what it was called. And it goes through all these rules, and they're fairly complex rules. But the bottom line is you can have a 401k for every separate business you're involved in. Okay, so if you're self-employed and you're the only owner, that's one 401k. Now, if you open another small business and you're the only owner, that's not a separate business. Those two businesses are considered combined. But if you're employed at 3 different places and they all provide you a 401k and you're self-employed for another 401k, you could have 4 401ks. Now, there are 2 limits to contributions to 401ks. The first is what I call the employee contribution limit. This is $19,500 per year. And you get $19,500 per year no matter how many 401ks you have. If you have 8 401ks, it's still $19,500 per year as an employee contribution. However, each individual 401k from a separate employer has a total contribution limit of $57,000 per year. So how does this usually pan out? Well, the way this usually pans out is you have one 401k at the hospital. You put in your $19,500 employee contribution. Maybe they give you $10,000 as a match, and so you get about $30,000 into that 401k. Then you do some moonlighting on the side. Let's say you make $50,000 moonlighting on the side. And so because you've already used up your $19,500 employee contribution in that hospital 401k, the only contributions you can make to your individual 401k are employer contributions, which are basically 20% of what you made in that job. If it's an S corporation, it's 25% of your wages to the job, but in reality, it's usually about 20% of what you make. Your net income after paying the employer half the self-employment taxes and all the business expenses. And so what that works out to be, if you made $50,000 moonlighting, you can put $10,000 more into an individual 401k plus the $30,000 you put into that hospital 401k. If you're in a really good situation, like I was for some time, I was able to get $57,000 into my 401k profit sharing plan at my physician partnership and another $57,000 into the WCI 401k, individual 401k. And so we were able to put that much in a single year into 401ks. And so hopefully you're in a situation where you can do that, but those are the rules. You just have to adapt them to your own individual situation. If you want your questions answered by the White Coat Investor, record your question at whitecoatinvestor.com/YQA or click the link in the description.